Well, hello, this is Humanism Total Nerdy channel, and we are back in StarMade, of course, and we are actually showing off a new ship. We are showing off the new version of the Humanism Industries Chromo Space Bike. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not entirely kidding. What we mainly show off is this huge, glorious thing standing behind us. I'm very happy with the new design. There will be updates sometime too, because I noticed one of the turrets is a bit too slow, and when fighters going by fast, the big turret likes mine. Let's not talk about the bad things we begin with. Let's talk about what ship this is. This is the Humanism Industries Dvermakt. The Dvermakt Mk1, Dvermakt Mk1 this is. It is a complete, I started out with the Hyaku Pacento. I wanted to change colors, but then I changed the systems and so many parts of the ship that I decided to call it a new ship, because I like this name better. That's all the reason I need. What is not entirely untrue though is that when you download this ship, you get the you'll get the Chromo Space Bike as a bonus, and this little bonus is available only on this ship. And here is the entrance though, and you have space for another one on the other place if you want, but you get one. You get an extra for free. So it's a special Chromo Space Bike only made for this build. And here we have the ship. I really like the looks of it. I must say I'm very proud of the design. It looks so much better in the white and teal colors, the Humanism Industries colors. Now this is the USD entrance, so you can dock USDs to this one. Then there is of course, this little entrance, which is cooler, but mainly made for ships, maybe a bit bigger than, maybe like the Perplexed shuttle, which is planetary shuttle. It's built for that size of ships or small fighters. You can also have install some fleet function on this. However, a really smart thing I added is small docks here, an upper side dock, the nose dock many ships have, and a USD compatible dock on the side here. So if you want to take ships with you or let somebody else that not belongs to your faction dock, you can dock them there safely and select it. If you don't have it fold out, they can't dock, We also have a nose dock inside here if the fighter of choice isn't compatible with underside dock. I like underside dock much, but Anyways, here is the entrance, and this entrance is, not blocked, but because you also get an updated version of the Daxma Aerobike, and it's a bit funny because I haven't updated this. I basically changed some colors and, the tubes to the new tubes, but you'll also get this one as a little inbuilt stuff. And of course you can move this out there if you want to have it there, but there is place for small vessels inside because, well, as you know, the Hyaku Pacento is a crewed ship, and it's the same with the Dvermakt Mk1. It's a crewed ship, and so if you have a crew, everyone might want to have their little vessel when you stop by the planets and stuff. And we have some docking bay information. Moving on, this is, the main hall basically. This is the airlock to move out to go to, if you want to go to the Chromo. Here is the dock center. Anyways, we have some computers and working places here. We look at this side first. And here we have a transporter. If you want to transport yourself to other places, you can use here. This is the main airlock. People can get, well, they can't get to the first one, but when you have locked up the first one, you don't need to lock up this. They can do it themselves. and then they can put their weapons and stuff here if you want to, and you can let them into the last force field then. So a little bit extra layer of safety. Okay, it's, you know, if they have like, this is safe of course, but I wanted to use this block so it's, you know, they can get through this, you know. Anyways, here we have the conference room, planning deck, media resources, planetary map, and war command center. So if you have a commander on board of your ship, if for the said mission the Dvermakt is used as command vessel in a fight, then you would have your commander sitting in here. Now there is some different light modes here you can go for, you know, like the silent mode, and we have the regular lit up mode, purple only, and you know, you can have the red alert too, or rather get adapted to space. And here we have some nice UV light so you don't get crazy in space when sitting and commanding a fleet from here all day. And that's basically the story behind that. I like my command bay. Anyways, we should go check the other floors later on. This side is basically the same. You can have your stuff, you know, have a ship there or something. A little storage too. There is no storage modules connected to this, so it's only, you know, hand storage. Here is one of my favorites room, recreational relax room. You know that it is scientific facts that the red no, not red, green. The green light has a calming effect on us humans, so we have some flowers and we have some, you know, green lights, and you can hang around here with, you know, there is a glass table, and it's a really nice room. You also get to see the, completely amazing view of the interior systems of the half-covered energy systems here, because the Dvermakt uses very high efficiency energy systems, which are used as backup systems for the main systems. When the ship get damaged, we don't get power loss, because, you know, having them separated also is efficient in a way when you're under the max bonus, you know. So that's really, really smart addition. Here we have the well, of course it's better in long lines, but if you break those lines they get very sad. So that's why this is backup type. They are also here to power the amazing pulse system we have as backup war system. Dining commons, here you can have a, you know, a good talk to. Crew members, commanders and guests. Auto chef cooking bot, you can cook yourself too. Some nice mushroom bread. Medical bay, we have advanced medical, we have reconstructor and auto doctor indeed. So when you get in here you have, you know, your standard medical bed, and this is what I thought of as the the doctor reconstructor thing, where it basically, you know, grows people in there, or heals them. Sci-fi stuff, we have some, you know, medical equipment here. Now let's go down below to the bowels of the ship. You can see I really tried to make a nice atmosphere. It really feels like a energy room, with the energy things sticking down here. It's also very efficient energy setup. And here you can go to the airlock. This is directly out, double doors though. And this is to, we can disable gravity here. This is cargo bay. So if you're taking cargo, this is where you do it. Let's go to gravity. Here we have the ship main system. The ship main system is 28k volume. And we have this because when you fight pirates and you get their loot, you need something to drop it, and here is just where you do it. Because it's named so that the Dvermakt is specialized at taking out enemy ships, especially fighters, you know, at close range, or serve as long-range support. It's actually a very adaptable ship. It's used to. It can be either command grunt vessel. No, it can. It's a command grunt vessel. It can either be the main ship of a fleet and stay a bit behind, or it could be in the front lines. It can do both. Here you also see out to the hull and the cannon. Here we have the weapon servers, as well as the huge hull here. And this EMP cannon, I need to change this. I'm sorry, I forgot that sign from the old systems. That's a fail. I'll change that for sure. It's now a long-range punch-through system, as you can see here. Here is the main underside cannon. It's very deep penetration on this one. Really deep. Here we have the other systems. We'll look at them later, you know. This is just the weapon server hull, and it's nice and protected down there. And here we have machine hull. This is not the bells of the ship. This is more of the actual engine room, some effects, and I think it's looking real atmospheric. I try to make it look, you know. If you are less roleplay and more like system opt, I recommend you fill this up with more shield. Ion. If you are the system op type and doesn't care too much about, you know, the roleplay feeling, I really suggest you go in here and fill this up with more ion modules, so that you can make your shields even stronger, because now we are slightly below 20%. Oh wow, here we have, you know, here you can set, I thought like this, you know, of course you don't need to go all this way, there are more closer ways, but you could set up your thrusters from here, and that was the plan that I wanted, that's why I added it. Oh well, let's check out, you know. Wait, I'm lost in my own ship. No, not really. Let's go to the command center. Here we have the systems server hall, which is the shield, ion effect, faction module, jump drive, scanner, you know, area jam, lots of that stuff, scanners and stuff. Here we have airlocks for going out onto the deck of the ship, because this is built in a old ship fashion, and of course you want to be able to walk around on the deck on your ship. You know why? Because it's fucking awesome to be able to walk around. Whoa, shit. To be able to walk around on the deck of your ship is something that I think is really cool. So I wanted to have that on this vessel, of course. Here, anyways, we can go up to the command center, which is, you know, these places are locked down, so adds an extra layer of security for the personnel working here. Well, this part is completely rebuilt, as you can see. Dvermakt Mark II. I thought of this as a Battlecruiser because it sounds really cool and it fits the ship's role and size too. So basically, here we have the shield commands, and here we have the power command. Of course, we can add more stuff also. Here is the only weapon system that's not down in the weapon server hall, and that's the support pulse, because you want to be activated them easily. And well, you can activate them by this, and of course the inner ship remote, naturally. Oh well. This is the commander's seat anyways, and this is the, you know, lightning. I don't know why there is a commander for lightning, but I wanted to have a, you know, you don't want them as inner ship remotes, and you want them to be near in your command center. So for example, ship interior lights. These are generally off when fighting, naturally. So the ship, the cockpit looks like this under battle. And to save energy and to not get the crew all crazed up, the whole ship is, the server room halls always have their, their specific lights, but other than that, the ship is closed down. Not closed down, but lit down. Beacon lights, you want to be able that people see you from a far distance, so there is a 3-point beacon system, so that however you are facing this ship, you will always see at least one beacon. That's the plan anyways. I guess there is a... No, actually I think I set them up pretty good. I'm happy I did. And anyways, you can see we want to have this awesome engine effect, so we added, we can see the engines because we want the lights from them. And completely rebuild engines, you see. Looking really cool now, I think. And I love my energy extractors. You can see they draw out energy from the core like this, from these energy storages, and put them into the ship. I like to have it there. And here we have a little Swedish flag. And if you like another flag, you can change it to some other colors. But I thought that this ship is a in honor to old Swedish battleships, as the Jimodism Industries is founded on old Earth, You know the story. If you don't know, you should check out the Codex video I made. But you can unhurl the flags. When you don't need a flag, you just unhurl it, of course. Very natural. Let's check the cameras. Here we have one little camera, the half decent view, not so decent view, but this view is so lovely, I had to have a camera here. And here we have the main battle view. And it will get wrecked, but you can add a camera here, of course. Well, let's take a little fast look around the system, the ship here. Here we have the big main cannon, we have the underside dock, we have 4 anti-missile turrets down below. Here we have 2 missile turrets. They are punched through, lock-on missiles. More AMS turrets. Here we have the Jimodism Industries Defender turrets. They are armor-piercing autocannon turrets. And then we have 4 more, anti-missile turrets and a big bad turret, which can be manually controlled if you so wish, because this turret whips. Now I thought I could activate that, but I can't, of course. This turret has an not an interior, but you can go into the turret and you can be inside it. That's the interior. Oh well. Now we should look at its systems. We should now turn on to the, let's see here, HUD. And now there is, it's very irritating because the setup of the the setup of the new arrangements of this stuff didn't save, so it's still the old one, so you have to drag down the battle pulse manually. Well, that's all you need to do, but... Well, this is basically an unarmored target, but I can just show you what this ship can do. Here we first begin with the long-range cannon, which is down below to our right. We can see it there, and we can fire this. Boom! And this is a very powerful, I don't need to show you, it went straight through the ship because, because it's a very powerful cannon. And of course, what it had, if it didn't go straight through, it didn't. It almost did entirely through. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised because it tears through a thick block of advanced armor. Anyways, then we have these ones. These lovelies are double barrel shotgun. If you can see in front of the ship, you have these 4 big bad barrels in the front here. This is 2 double barrel overdrive shotguns, which does huge amounts of damage at close range, like boom. And well, they are very powerful, at least. Very nice, very fun to, you know, hit your enemies with. They do kind of surface damage because there are very many groups. I can show you. Here we have 12 groups. So it's basically made to fire away as many shots as possible, you know. Or not as many, but kind of very many shots. There are in 2-block cannon, 2-block missile layers, you know. Then, now this is some bug there is, but okay. This is explosive missiles grouped up in the same manner in these tubes here, in lots of groups, making them cause huge amounts of damage. Because, you know, the first group hits and then the other comes. Also, if there is anti-missile turrets, the anti-missile turrets will have lots of groups to shoot down. Anyways, let's launch. And you can see, well, this is a light target, but you know, overheating directly. And here we can have, I just show, wait, it won't lock on. Oh well, here are the fantastic missiles that was in the good old days swarmer missiles, but it's made to work in a fleet. Well, you can use the doors from the inside, by the way, if you like to. But here is the missile gates. Oh. And then some light lit up and the missiles of glory are exposed. When the missiles of glory are exposed, you of course like to lock on with your fancy system. And well, please let me lock on. So let's lock on to this target here. And we acquire lock on, and we can, let me just fire, you know, and it fires 8 missiles, I believe. And shoops, like that. It's doing some very decent damage. It's also armor piercing missiles, so they are extra nice against armor piercing. Against armor, I mean. And now we accidentally tore out lots of systems, so you know, this target will be a bit sad, but you know, it's a target. We have a radar jammer, of course. We have 70.2% shield bonus with ion effect, and we can have jump drives too. They're not super fast jump drives, but you know, when used in a fleet, you currently can't use the jump drives, I believe. We have a scanner. And we also have the glorious battle pulse here. I've seen far too little stuff going on with pulse, so I made a battle pulse for the Dvermakt Mk1. Well, you can see it's pulsing from these 2 tubes here. The tubes are supported by the energy system here. Very powerful. And I like it. So, basically, you can go, you know, in close range, and your battle pulse will do some damage. They don't do huge amounts of damage, don't get me wrong, but they do some damage. Oh no, not the keyboards. How much? I hate this. Can I disconnect my camera? Yes, now I could. I just wanted to, you know, fire some of these pulses on a close range. So of course this is a, you know, easy to damage target, but if you have a fighter close by, you can harm them pretty quickly. As well as if you dock this, if you park this ship beside a station, you can basically just stand there and use your turret while completely tearing up your enemy ship's you know, hull while using all the turrets. So that's nice. Well, let's where how many percent is this now? It is 16% armor piercing. That means that you know, stuff won't. Can I lock onto this thing? Oh well, let's just fire this into space and I can lock on this one. Even though this has lots of shields, well, 12k shields, as it's only 16% armor piercing, our missiles will still completely wreck this thing. So that's something, you know, good to know. Wait, what? I just assumed it will wreck them this time too. However, that's not true. They did one time, but well, they're a bit weaker against this part, but it damaged other part of the ships. Oh well. Well, you can finish them off with 3 blasts of the shotgun. So the shotgun does very little armor penetration, but this this cannon does some decent penetrations. You can see it went completely through the hull block. It also went completely through the standard armor block. It also penetrated through all the layers of the advanced armor. Like boom, boom, boom. It's very deep penetration. And, well, this is the toughest, this is advanced armor. If you fire at advanced armors, this is the amount of damage these, you know, missiles do. You should see this on hull, the entire hull block will disappear. So basically, if we fire this on here, you can see, boom. I can show you how much damage it does, oh well. So basically, all way through the hull, and then through here. So quite a good deal of penetration, I must say, in this cannon. Here we have the shotgun. The shotgun does good deals of damage to other ships. It's extra good when their armor is down, but it's also useful to tear down their armors with. On advanced armor, it's not that efficient, but a few blasts and it's through. It basically kills a few blocks at each blast, so that's nice. And when you got through this first layer, you can basically tear through the whole system. Also, using this long-range cannon will really remove your enemy's armor, in addition to the armor-piercing missiles, of course. Anyways, let me show you these ones. Boom, really powerful. Oh well. So there you have it. The Dvermakt Mk1. I hope I put it up. I definitely put it out on the docks, never mind. Because I can't release this video directly. So I probably have, you know, a little while to release this on, you know. Well, this is the Dvermakt Mk1. I hope you enjoyed this little build here. I almost forgot one thing. It's not a big thing, but if you want to get to the top turret, you can get into here from the, you know, from the inside, because this is, you know, this is a turret that's, you know, accessible, you see. It's very nice, I think. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little showcase of the Dvermakt. And I'll guess I see you around the channel. Well, please rate my ships, by the way, if you happen to download it. Well, see you around. Jimmyism Total Nerdy channel officially out.